Buckeyes, I respect Hove, ain't tell them get low, man. Just flying high, I gave them low, man. Two for the color the whip. Culinary on my wrist, cooking you ain't forgot what you did. State of it all, eventually falls. Frequency, this is the ship, I'm home.
I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on guard.
We about to move, son. Don't talk about it unless you do, son. I make the backyard feel like a stampede. I make a trash car feel like it's a Bentley. Hanging like a Warhol or like a Banksy. And hit the stage, turn the people into family. I'm talking back then, you didn't know me. But you feel it now, acting like the homie. Talking about, hey, can you feel it? Let me know if you feel it right now.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 66 yards. And the Eagles will strike first here in this wild card matchup. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cousins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. But certainly not how they envisioned the start to this when you give up the touchdown and they take a shot on the first play from scrimmage offensively, Charles, but it gets intercepted.
Yeah, instead of just trying to nibble and, work your way downfield, they tried to take a nice little chunk there. It didn't pay off for them. Now the defense runs on the field, having already given up a touchdown the first drive, hoping to get their legs under them and slow them down.
And all those mistakes, they just seem magnified here in the playoffs. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Second and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back in.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jordan Davis breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And this is caught. It's Brown. Finding room at midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Running left, it's Barkley. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. To throw is Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
Moore, the man in motion. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation.
And this throw will be intercepted. picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to Robinson now on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Robinson with another carry. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And we're down to the 41. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. To throw, Cousins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 41 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it. And Hurts is intercepted. His third of the game. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. 2nd and 5. Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Robinson on a give right side. Oh, good move. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touch. And as they add on to their lead. Coup for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Hurts sets up to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Richie Grant. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Cousins to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Short throw caught by Pitts. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Eagles 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards. Cousins now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run this one right with Robinson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 3rd down and 13. Throwing, Cousins. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Koo knocks this one through the post. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Hurts. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Clark Phillips has got it.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Cousins. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
This pass is caught by London. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London, 27 yards. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing is Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now Cousins. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have opened the lead up to 30. Koo now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Robinson up the middle. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London, a dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much. As he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touch. There he goes, left side. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are able to at least get one score back. Elliott good on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Barkley, inside handoff. And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. We'll give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 169 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Barkley is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now Hurts looking to change the play. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
3rd and goal. Try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. But that had to catch this defense by surprise. 4th and goal from that far back. I mean, I was thinking pass. Were you thinking pass, partner?
I certainly was, but to me, what a sign of a great coach who knows that he's in tune with his team, because sometimes you got to zig when people are expecting you to zag. He calls for the run there and expects them to execute, and they get it done.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The rookie from Washington put it right where he needs to. He's got his guys a first down. Here's Penix. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On the bootleg, it's Penix. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out, and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here is third down and 4.
63.
Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 64 yards. And the Eagles are able to claw one back. Elliott good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.